Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're back at the Laundromat over the weekend. That's why there's so few cars in the parking lot. And we opened just a little bit ago, and as many of you know who follow some of my shorts, we've had big problems already. We're going to talk about those problems, hopefully get some of them solved, and see what is going on with the people who are supposedly fixing these machines, because they are not getting fixed at all. So let's go inside, see what's happening, and see just how bad this all is. So the reason I know there's problems is because we have Google numbers up and people can call or text me, and we got at least 5 calls of people saying stuff isn't working. So at least they're calling me and people are going here. That's a good sign, but it's not so much a good sign that stuff is broken and supposedly is all working and tested and ready to go. So we'll start testing stuff, see what's really going on, and see what the heck happened. All right, we're gonna start our testing with a cash machine. We know this one doesn't work. Someone texted me and said both weren't working. That worked, no issue there. So I'm not sure what they're talking about, but we know there's issues with the dryers. I had all of these supposedly tested and working according to the Laundromat guys. So I'm gonna test all of them and see if that's true or not. And, oh, this one over here, this is a machine we just had installed. What is going on? Some kind of water thing. And so we have had quite a few people here, which is good, because I've had quite a few texts about things not working. So the good news is people are coming, even though we don't even have a Google page yet. I'm trying to get that set up, but I wanted proof of ownership before I can do that. Hopefully I can get that done here today. But all we have is a Facebook page, which basically only a few of my friends have liked, and our sign. That's it. So people are still coming back. People are still using it. So that's a good sign. The bad sign is seeing how many of these are working or not working, which we're going to test right now. So I know those middle ones aren't working because it's got door alerts on it. And then she had just, well, okay. Oh, that took forever. Door. And I'm not sure. Like, is that for the, oh, that right there. There's the arrow. Okay. Be smarter than the machine. Okay, that's a good start. Oh yeah, bottom one. Like, what is... Is that, do you have to open it first and then? What if you put another one in? Your time's going away. So far we're 1 for 3 on machines at work. And luckily I'm taking a video of this so I can remember which ones work. Right. That door was shut. For real? Oh, this one's totally off. That's just... Yeah, this is fun. Having a good time. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Oh, our ratio is getting better now. Ratio is getting better. Okay. Of course, some people were saying that some of these weren't heating. So that's the next test, is to come back and make sure they're heating. This is a good, I know that says door already, so I'm assuming. Nope. Sorry, I just realized my finger was in the way. Hopefully it wasn't like that for a long time. I think they said that one didn't heat. All right, we're to 33. Now let's go back and make sure the ones that are on are heating, because I don't want to run out of time here. Feels warm. Those didn't work. Feels warm. Feels warm. Feels warm. That's got a few spots in it that could catch clothes. All that was supposed to be checked out too, because all you need to do is just hammer that down a little bit and it should be okay. 37. Try to remember. That feels warm. Neither of those are working. That is not warm, that is cold. Okay then. Yeah. Now the guys who supposedly fixed all those were the older laundromat guys who took forever and had them, a lot of them apart, and had said they're all working and tested and good to go. And as a lot of you know, I've had tons and tons of issues and problems with those guys, and it turns out they're just showing up apparently and not doing anything is what it seems like. Because that's about what's happened with everything. And constantly had stuff that they fixed not work, or just never work after they fixed it. I don't know if that's one of the guys who's doing that or what, or if it's both of them. But come on. Okay. 32 minutes. I believe I tested that one when I got here and that worked. So now I'm gonna put signs up on all these that don't work. Okay, so all the machines are tested. And I barely had enough signs. I had my wife laminate some signs. She laminated 10 of them, and we used all of them. So there's literally more than 50% of these aren't working. Either they won't turn on at all, or they won't heat. That one works. These two work. That one works. None of these work. And these four all work right here. And when I took over the laundromat, quite a few of these had out of order signs on them. And so the guys who worked on these took those signs off, claimed they repaired them, and then either didn't repair them the right way or just didn't even repair them and took the signs off. So that's fun. I don't know why, I think it's beeping because it was almost done. So there you go. So we've had at least 4, 5 people text and say, hey, these weren't working. And that's why, obviously, because most of them aren't working. So there's probably quite a bit of money in here because of that. But I'm also going to be sending out quite a few refunds tomorrow, and I already gave some refunds to the lady who was here in person. Yeah. The fun of being a business owner is not always so fun. I will also say those laundromat guys had given me one bill for 1 month. I guess they bill monthly, which is super dumb. But anyway, and they just charged me their time working on it, which means, yeah, I'm paying way, way too much. and I paid that bill, which was pretty reasonable. And then they came back and said, oh, we were wrong. We actually forgot to put some stuff on that bill, and here's a new amount, and I haven't paid that yet. And they gave me a second bill, which was gigantic, just crazy, and gave me no warning, nothing at all. I really don't know what they were fixing based on the time, or based on what's been going on, as you can see. And I haven't paid any of that one yet. So, not sure exactly how I'm going to handle that. I'm not someone who doesn't pay my bills. I pay my bills. I pay for work that gets done. But it's a different situation when work is not being done, or it's possibly just being flat out lied to about work being done or things being fixed. All right, so we will check this. It's going to be really tough. I don't know, kind of anticlimactic checking all the machines for money, because so much of it isn't going to be real because we had to refund so many people. But, oh wow, there's quite a bit of money in there already. Well, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. We still have plenty of quarters, that's for sure. So, yeah, I always have to remember to make sure I put all this back and reset this, or else it won't work. Did the light go off? Now we make sure it works. Yep, now it's working. The dryer's still beeping, sweet. Okay, we're gonna climb up here and see if we can see what's going on behind this machine. It looks like it had a bunch of water leaking back there. Well, I see an orange hose that's connected to nothing, but I don't know if that's something or not. That drain goes into the ground. That drain goes into there. Unless it's the machine that's not working right, which would be fantastic. So, we might have to run that one and see what happens if it floods or what's going on. Take a while to put all the quarters you need to put in here. It being $5 worth. That looks like it's not in there right too. I don't even know if I have $5 in my pocket. Oh, didn't take that one. Bolt on the ground, that's supposed to be there, right? Kind of like when you fix a car and you have all kinds of random parts left over. That's always a good sign. Shoo. Okay. There we go. Do normal, warm, start. We'll come back here in a little bit and see if it's flooding everywhere. Oh, I don't know if I can see. Can you guys see what's going on back there? Is everything good or not? There's definitely water in there. That's a good sign. So I won't stand here for all 20 minutes and make sure it works. We'll come back and see if water's leaking. So it's been a while. No water leaking. I tried to mop up that dirt a little bit. We have more cleaning supplies and stuff coming, but we just have a few things left so far. Again, I can't see back here. I'll have to look at this video after I stop recording, but that was fast. So that washed your clothes in 8 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, whatever it was. And now it's drying, and that's a 5 times load, 50 pounder. And the way it spins, you can see the power it's got. It will get your clothes very dry with that spinning. So that's why some people use laundromats instead of using them at home, because you can come bring five loads of laundry, put them in that machine, and then dry everything at once and be done in like, what, an hour? Maybe? So there are people who come to laundromats when they have really dirty stuff or lots of loads, lots of laundry, because of the convenience and time factor. It did another cycle. Still no water. How are things going at the new laundromat? We opened yesterday, or no, actually 2 days ago. And people have been in here, people have been using it. That's fantastic. The not fantastic part is we paid some laundry guys quite a bit of money to test all of these and make sure they're working. And they said they were tested and all working. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 not working. I mean, one of them just is completely off altogether. And I guess I should have tested them myself, but when you pay someone and they're experts, supposed experts in their field, and they say they tested them all, I guess I was dumb to take their word for it. But half of these won't even turn on because of door codes, and the other half won't heat. Just no heat there. And when I took over this laundromat, a lot of these had out of order signs on them, and we knew there was something wrong with them, so the guys who fixed these took those signs off and then didn't fix them or didn't test them, who knows, but they weren't working from day one. It wasn't like it's been open for a few months and they stopped. It was immediate that they were not working. Okay, so I came back the next day and the laundromat guys had texted me and they said, oh, all those machines were fine, they work great, we went through all of them. I'm like, well, they're not. There's 10 of them that are broken. They're like, well, they worked fine before, like I said. I'm like, okay. And they're like, maybe your lint filters aren't pushed in all the way, that's probably the problem. Or your guys messed them up somehow. And I'm like, okay. So I came back here to try pushing the lint traps in farther and seeing if that did anything. And nothing. They still aren't working. I think I ended up getting one to work. But again, if they're that finicky, like that's an issue. We shouldn't have our customers having to work hard to pay us money. That's not a good thing. We wanted to make it easy and simple for them. So I kept trying, and again, the same result I had before, just stuff not working, stuff not heating up, and they claimed it was all good. So at this point, those guys have said they can come back tomorrow and look at them and see what's wrong. Do I want them to come back? I don't know. I talked to the other laundromat guys and they said they could come on Wednesday, which is the day after tomorrow. So I'm thinking about that still. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, it was not good retesting these machines and making sure the lint filter was pushed in. I also want to check the soap machine. You can see we have a few marked off because I didn't have my soap in here yet. We have those now, so you might notice at the end of this video, we now have all those full, but some people have been buying some soap. That middle one was leftover soap or fabric softener sheets that the old laundromat guys put in there, but I don't have any more of those, so I don't want to sell like 3 of them. So I took that sign off. I'm going to take those out. But yeah, you look in the money in there somehow, and there is a little bit of money in there, but not much because there hasn't been much soap sold. I'm back here again, and this time we had the, what's that? Top of a trash can or carton? I don't know what that's to. It's not our trash can. Anyway, we had the coin guy here to try and fix the coin machine because I had that rebuilt, and that cost a couple $1,000s. And so as soon as we installed it, one side worked, the other side was giving 3/4. Then it stopped working completely. And of course, we had to get a new hopper. It has 2 hoppers in here. Well, the new hopper is just bad. It was broken, something wrong with it. The old hopper works, that's all good, but the new stuff was bad. So he came here, couldn't fix it, is taking it back and gonna get a new hopper, exchange it or something. So, but at least this side does work for now. So at least we have one side working, so that's good, but the other side is not. So I need to make sure we put this back on here so people know. But I might have to make more out of order signs, that's for sure. We've got quite a few of them in use. And the older laundromat guys, who are the ones who worked on the dryers and supposedly fixed them all texted me and said, oh yeah, they're all working fine, there's no problem. I'm like, well, they're not. There's 10 of them that are broken. And they said, oh, well, they were working fine before. I don't know what's going on. Maybe your guys bumped the buttons or something. I'm like, no. So they're coming tomorrow. I don't know if that's good or bad. And then the guys, there's another group of guys who did all the install of the machines and really did a lot of work, a ton of work. And were, for the amount of work they did, wasn't pretty reasonable. They can come on Wednesday and look at all these. So I've got texts from both of them, and I definitely want the newer guys to look at them. I don't even know if I want the older guys to come back or not. I haven't decided if I want them to come back and look at them or if I just want to tell them, nope, we're good, we'll figure it out. So, we have trash cans, we have lots of trash cans. I think they all have bags in them, I'll have to check on that. One side working change machine. I know we've got money in the machines too, and this is promising. We're not gonna do a coin collection now, but we've been open a couple of days with literally no advertising. And God, there's more in there than I thought, actually. So the amount of money, people spending 20s. So there's money here. So that's good. That's a good sign. That's like as much money as we collect. Well, not quite. A little less than what we collect in a week at the other small laundromat. We've gotten in just a couple days, and people don't know we're open yet. So that's a good sign. At least people are coming. So I know. I try to look at the positive things in life, be positive, always look at the bright side of life, like Monty Python would say. And so, yes, it's been super frustrating and annoying that the laundromat guys can't fix stuff or don't fix stuff, one of the two, and say it's fixed. But the good news is there's people coming. The good news is I haven't paid them a lot of the money for the work they've done on those yet, because I'm not going to pay for stuff that isn't done. And so far, I think it's actually going slightly better than I thought it would as far as customers coming in. So that's good. People keep coming in. They're bringing loads of laundry with them, and they've been using the big machines. So I'm going to open up that 60-pounder up front, and we'll see what's in there real quick. But it's not all bad. Oh, an update on this one. The one that was spinning, it never leaked, it never had any issues. But then the security guard came around, the security guard, which is very nice, and checked on place. And he told me, yeah, that machine is shaking the wall and shaking the DMV office next door. And it's shaking it so much that dirt is falling down below the wood paneling there. So that's the problem. Although it doesn't seem like it's shaking that bad in here, it is shaking that wall. So maybe we can adjust that or fix that, or maybe we just let the DMV deal with it. We'll see how that goes. All right, so we're just gonna peek in here. Like I said, we opened kind of the middle of Friday. Today is Monday, and nobody's really known we're open except for that sign. We're not on Google yet. I'm still working on that. That's literally the only way people know we're open. Not bad. Not bad. And that's the nice thing and what people talk about all the time on the laundromat, YouTubes and channels. These are the machines that will make you the money. Now, of course, if it worked, that'd be fantastic. That one, we need to figure out how to change the price, and neither of the laundromat guys apparently know how to do that, but they're working on it. But people come in to use the big machines because you can do your laundry faster, get stuff done, and not have to do load after load after load. I wish I could put a big machine in Kersey in my small laundromat. It doesn't have concrete floors, so everyone says you can't do that unless you find a special machine. I forget what they call them. But now that this is mostly open, I think we can start getting some of our other machines into Kersey. There's literally 4, maybe 5 working dryers in there right now, and they're being used all the time. So I think if we got more machines in there, we could definitely increase the revenue. And I have the machines, it's just a matter of getting them over there. I definitely don't want the old laundromat guys doing it. I think my guys, my remodeling crews, could probably do it with my plumber. So we'll see about getting that scheduled here next. Of course, we still have all our flips and rentals and different stuff going on there too. So it's not like we can just hop over there real quick and pull everybody off everything. So this stuff does take time, especially when you've got a lot of other things going on. So that's the update on the laundromat, being open for a couple days. Later this week, we'll come in here, we'll open up some of these, we'll try another one here, some of these coin boxes. Of course, I try the wrong key every time, and see what's in them. Or maybe I just need my right hand to do it. There we go. So, not bad for just barely being open. All right, thanks for watching. We'll have many more updates, and hopefully things start running a little smoother here from this point forward.